What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in for another video. And in this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys what tools you guys need, what tools I use to replace a tire. This weekend I was on the road. I was not prepared for a blowout on one of my tires. I ended up hitting the curb, and I had to drive almost 5 hours on a spare, just because some of the tire shops didn't have my size, and it was a weekend and there was a holiday on Monday, so I had to make it all the way home with the spare. But we made it home. I already went to go to my local tire shop and replace my tire. So I wish I saw this video before I left out, and I was not ready for what came. So I'm showing you guys what I bought out there, because I did have to buy stuff out there to replace my tire. And also I forgot my lock. My lock was in my toolbox, because I was replaced the tires and I forgot to put it back on. So it's very important to have your locks on your car glove compartment. I learned the hard way, and I'm going to show you guys how I took my lock off on my tire so I could put the spare. So I'll be showing you guys in a bit what I had to do. Okay, before I start, I will let you know that I do have AAA roadside assistance. I did call them, but since I didn't have the lock to my tire, they couldn't really replace my tire. Just FYI, if you guys do forget this, they won't be able to help you on the road, because it's called destruction of vehicle, and then they won't be able to do it. So like I said, very important to have your lock on you. Okay, since I didn't have my lock, I had to use bolt extractors to take the lug nut off. So the way these work are that they have teeth inside, and here's the lug nut right here. All you gotta do is hit it in with a hammer. Once it's hit in and it's pressed in, then you grab a adjustable wrench, which I got one of the bigger ones, and you spin it towards the way you're trying to take it off. It bites even more, and then eventually it spins it out for you. So that's what I use to take my lug nut off over there, my lock. So out of my set of tires, I'm missing one now, so I need to go buy another one. One of the essential things I pack when I prepare to go on a long travel, I do take my impact gun. This is a Ryobi half-inch drive impact. I bought this on last Christmas for $100. Came with a battery, so it's very inexpensive. And I also bought the inflator, the tire inflator with the digital display. You guys seen this one before. I bought that one. These are two essential things I take with me, but this time I didn't take them because I wasn't ready. So this is used to inflate. This I use to take the lug nuts off. This is one of the jacks. This comes in my car, my Mazda. You spin it right here with this right here. You spin it, and then it'll go up and it'll go down. I usually like to take my little Harbor Freight 2-ton jack, but it broke on me, so I have this one in there at all times. And obviously this is to remove the lug nuts, but it won't do any good if you don't have your lock. So I purchased, since I didn't have my lug nut sockets, this is my set right here that I usually take with me. I didn't have none of my sockets, so I had to buy some of these. So these are my lug nut sockets. It has every size with the protector. I bought this at Harbor Freight. I also have flip sockets, which they flip and have an extension. So I use these when I go on trips also. And then that's what I use. So I have these flip ones, and then I had to buy these. Since I didn't have my impact with me. These are other ways that you could remove the tire, and one of them is with breaker bar. This is a 1/2 inch breaker bar right here. So all you gotta do is put the socket in here, spin it, and take the tires off. And this is a attachment that goes into the breaker bar that makes it ratchet, so you don't have to be taking it off, on, off, on. This is from Snap-on, so it comes in handy when it makes it quicker when you use a breaker bar. Another one that's really old school is the cross. The tire, it comes with every size right here. This is metric right here, 19, 23, 21, and 17. This is all standard. 13 16s, and that one says 19, 3/4, and 7 5/8. Yeah, it says 19 right there. So this is another way that you could carry this, and make sure you have one in hand so you could take your lug nuts off. And this is one that I purchased over there at O'Reilly's when I was in trouble, when I didn't have none of this stuff. So this is obviously a another style of way to take it off. This one rotates by itself. You put the socket right here. It comes with sockets, so you put the socket in here and you rotate it. And it also works as a breaker bar. You can put it on the third one right here, and it breaks it. So it comes with 19 and 17, the flip. So this one's a 21 23. This one's a 13 16s, 15 16s, and this is a 3/4 and 11 16s. So this is one of the purchases I did to help me out when I was in the road, when I was unprepared. So this set I'm gonna end up putting in my trailer box so I could be able to swap out that tire. So that's some of the stuff that I use. And another essential thing you need is your jack, and this is the one that I use, your floor jack. Okay, so I have my impact gun right here, and I have it on the off. So it's a 13 16s. Okay, just like that. You want to start these by hand. You don't want to tighten them up. We put them all in, and we're gonna tighten them up in the star pattern. So there we go, we installed it. So now I'm gonna grab my torque wrench and show you guys how to torque them. So this is my torque wrench right here, 1/2 inch torque wrench. So I bought this at Harbor Freight, very inexpensive. I think it was like 10 something. This is very important when you're installing your own tires at home. It assures you that you tighten it up correctly. So you want to check your manual to see what your torque on your lug nuts are. So I put them at 100, And the way you find out what torque you want, you just spin it right here, and it covers one of the numbers. Like if I want it at 120, I will spin it until it covers the line at 120. 125, you make sure the 5 is lined up right here. So I'm gonna grab the socket extension and the torque wrench, and I'm gonna go torque down the lug nuts. So what I do is I like to lower the jack right before it touches the ground and gives a little bit of pressure. Same as when you tighten them up with the impact, you want to go in a crisscross motion. And you gotta hear it click, and that's how you know it's torqued down. There you go. You have to go again, check them again, make sure they're all torqued down. And there you go. Then I like to lower it down all the way. So before you hit the road, it's always a good habit to pre-inspect your tires and your rim. So some of the stuff you want to check out is if you have any missing lug nuts. Any of these, you want to check they're all tight. You want to physically look around your tire, make sure that it's not dry rotted or has any holes. Then check the inside of your tire, make sure there's no nails in there. And last of all, you want to check the pressure on your tire. This is what I use, a tire pressure gauge. All you got to do is take the little cap off, and this is a little stem right here. You're gonna shove it in there. All right, there it says it's at 40, 42, 43. So it's telling me it's good. Then you want to check your max load, your max pressure. It should never go above that. So mine is 51, mine is at 44. So it checks out, everything's so good. And don't forget to do that with all the tires. It's good to check your tire like that, so like that you don't have any flats or any worn out premature tires out there. So it's a good tip for you guys. Okay guys, that's the end of the installation. So just remember, some stuff is better than nothing, having it out there, because you don't know what you're gonna encounter out there on the road. I'm gonna be putting this back in my glove compartment, so like that I won't forget it at home. Always be prepared when you're out there. You never know what you're gonna encounter. I had no idea that I was gonna blow out 5 hours away, and I called AAA. I didn't get their help, so I had to do it myself. I had to go buy what I needed to get the job done. But just be prepared guys, and if you did like the video, please give me a like. You can comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys the next time. And just take care and be safe out there.